Hi everybody, welcome back. This is another Luxe ChitChat video. It's the second video I'm filming because, you know, I've got this beautiful background set up. Like, isn't that gorgeous? This beautiful maroon color, it's beautiful. Like, I just want to film with this background because when I look at the viewfinder, it looks so rich and this like rich burgundy color. So nice. Okay, anyway, today's video, I'm going to keep it pretty short because I want it to be like a chit-chat video with you guys and kind of like talk about buying luxury shoes. If you've been following my journey through Luxe, I have not bought a lot of luxury shoes, and in fact, I don't have the best luck with luxury shoes. I don't know why, my feet just love the casual cheap shoes. I don't know, but I am trying to get into it. It's kind of like getting into like buying luxury or high-end jewelry. That's another thing that I want to look into. But let's talk about shoes today because I feel like there are a lot of nice shoes. It's a little bit pricey. I know it's more of like real up there in price, but there are some shoes that I like. Now let me tell you the shoes that I actually own, and the few that I own then I've sold because they didn't just suit me. So the first shoe that I actually have are right here. It is my Gucci Ace sneakers, the ones with the stars, and I got this for my birthday last year. Aren't it pretty? I have really enjoyed these pair of sneakers. I love them to bits. They are super comfortable, but they took quite a while to get into, like break into. I actually wore them the first time I was going around in Hong Kong, like for a 3-day 2-night trip with my husband, and I wore brand new shoes. Like, that's the stupidest thing to do, right? Wear brand new shoes for a trip. Don't ever do it. Make sure you wear like comfortable shoes because my foot or my feet hurt so much during that trip, especially at this part here, because you know when you walk you kind of bend, but because it was so hard and just, oh my god, it was so uncomfortable. So my foot, or my top of my foot near my toes, right there where the foot connects to the toes, I don't know what part is that called, but it was swollen, it was bruised and swollen. It was so painful. But after that weekend, because it was 3 days of intense walking in Hong Kong, the shoe was like broken into gao, like extremely a lot. The pair of shoes, I'll put a picture right here, are my Fendi flower sandals. So I bought these pair, it was not really a planned purchase. Basically, I bought this Fendi strap. So this, you know, the flower strap that I wanted to hang it with my Chanel bag, but that strap ended up a little bit too bulky for my bag, so I ended up returning it like a store credit. So rather than buy a bag with a store credit, because it wasn't much, so I bought a pair of slippers, which I thought was quite nice. And I find them to be fairly comfortable. I can wear them for about 4 to 5 hours. They are slip-in, so they're very comfortable in that sense. It's just that it's a very smooth sole. So, I don't know, when my feet walk, it feels like my feet is slipping in them, and there's a lot of friction because it's so slippy and I'm always rubbing like this. My feet kind of hurt at the bottom of my sole hurts a little bit when I wear it for too long. It doesn't have a lot of cushioning, so that's another thing about the shoe. It's not like a Birkenstock where it molds into your foot and it feels very comfortable. It is quite hard, but yet soft. So I don't know how to put it, but I can't wear those pair of shoes for a long time. So it's not a pair that I would bring traveling with me. It's a pair that I would go out, let's say, for shopping for a few hours, and I'll come home and I'll swap out of it. It is, yeah, it's that kind of pair, but it's nice. I don't have like bad things to say about it. I quite like it. It's very pretty, but it's not a pair that I can wear all day, all night with also. So those are the only two pairs that I really like. Then let's talk about the pairs that I don't like. So the number one pair that I absolutely do not like is my Valentino rock studs. I'll put a picture here as well, and that pair is, I actually put it in my video which I called the worst luxury buys ever. If you haven't watched it, I'll link it up here. That video, I talked about this shoe being one of the most painful things I've ever bought. The heel part, it just digs into my heel. It's so hard. I've tried so many times to soften it, press it, step on it, and it's so uncomfortable. So that's one pair that does not make the cut. The other two pairs I've actually already sold. So the first pair is the Chanel sandals. Don't know the model, but it's this army grey color, and I was super excited to get it because it was my first pair of Chanel sandals. But the first time I wore it, when I put my foot in, when I walk, because I think I tend to bend my foot a lot, you know, I walk like this. So the top part of my foot, when it kind of hit the strap, I don't know, the top part of the sandal, and that sandal at the part where it touches my skin like this, let's say this is the flap, it goes like this part right here was super hard. It was so hard. Like, I wore it once and I was like, ow, 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 so painful. And the second time I tried to wear it, it just didn't soften, so it was so uncomfortable. So I sold that, pretty much brand new, because I only wore it like a couple of hours and I was like, no, I need to go home and change because my feet hurt so bad. The other pair is my Chanel espadrilles, and I had this pair. It's so beautiful, like tweed and silver, and it's just so stunning. I bought it because after my knee surgery, I didn't want to wear any shoe with heel. I thought that would be a great pair, but the problem is my foot kept slipping off from the back. It just didn't, I don't know, it didn't grab, it didn't pull, it didn't, so I didn't want to damage the shoe anymore. I tried to wear it several times, just kind of like get into the, you know, kind of like soften that bottom part of the espadrille, which is like this chunky bit of cork, really hard. It can't bend, it doesn't mold into the, you walk a little bit like walking on bricks. But so many people love it, and I just don't know why my feet did not grip the shoe. You know what I mean? My heel did not grip the shoe. I couldn't pull the shoe up. So every time I walked, my heel kept coming out. So irritating, okay? So out of the 5 pairs of shoes I bought, only 2 worked out. So it's kind of like a 40% success rate. Now, that's not the best, that's not like the best sampling, okay? Because I don't buy a lot of luxury shoes. I never had the best luck with it. But I want to get into it a little bit more, but it's really an expensive trial, you know what I mean? Because shoes are so, they don't really have a best resale value because they are used shoes, right? For me, I'm pretty certain the Gucci sneakers are definitely a win. Sneakers are hard to get wrong, you know what I mean? Sneakers are pretty okay. When it comes to like heels and flats and all that, I'm like, oh, I'm not too sure. First thing that I think about when it comes to buying luxury shoes is don't expect to get your monies back. Like, don't expect to get any kind of good money back. I mean, you get some back. Like when I sold my 2 shoes, I got some back. But shoes are not something that people are like, oh, they'll pay almost retail for you. You know what I mean? So it's really disposable income. You know what I mean? Disposable, like you got spare cash that you feel like treating yourself like accessories. That's how I see shoes. Like if you buy it, make sure it's something that you can use and destroy. Like my shoes, let me show you. Like these shoes, they are obviously no value right now. They are super dirty, they are used, they are creased, they are cracking. Oh, no cracking, but they are really wrinkled, and they are just so lovely. So shoes are definitely disposable items. That's my thought. Like it's something that you use, not like bags, okay? You use and abuse and just enjoy. Nowadays for me, when it comes to buying shoes, especially for work, when I find that perfect work shoe, I use that one pair until it's totally worn out that I have to change another pair. I find it really hard to buy good, comfortable walking shoes for work. And even for casual things, I just wear my slippers because they're the most comfortable, easy, and I just go to town with it, I just trash it. So when it comes to luxury shoes, I have to take the same approach. Almost that even though I'm spending so much more money on it, but I have to be mindful that I have to use the shoe. I have to use the shoe and abuse it for my foot to actually enjoy it. I have a totally different mentality when it comes to buying shoes, and maybe that's why I don't have many of them. Because I'm going to go into the store, I'm going to destroy this. Is it worth destroying? Is it worth spending $1,000 and destroying? So I'm going to stop right there, and I want you guys to put in the comments down below if you agree with me. Okay, if you agree with me that luxury shoes are disposable. Like you're gonna use the luxury shoe, you're gonna abuse it, and then when they are gone, they are gone. So therefore they are not like luxury bags. You know what I mean? Or if you don't agree with me, if you don't agree that luxury shoes are disposable, you can actually treat them like luxury bags. Let me know how you do it. Like how do you keep luxury shoes super pristine? Like maybe I don't have enough luxury shoes. Like you need to amass a pretty good collection, therefore you can kind of like swap around with it, and therefore you can keep the shoes pretty much pristine. But if you're gonna be like me, like only 1 or 2 pairs, then it's really difficult because you're just gonna be rotating among a few pairs, therefore they do get worn out pretty fast. I don't know, what do you think? My personal opinion is that luxury shoes are disposable. They are to be used, they are to be abused, they are to be worn and loved and just destroyed. Unlike handbags, okay? Unlike handbags. So, I don't know, that's my personal opinion. Maybe you don't agree with me, but that's my thought when it comes to luxury shoes. Maybe that's why I find it really hard to spend on luxury shoes. I don't know, what do you guys think? Anyway, that's my personal opinion. But if you don't agree with me, let me know. Like, how do you maintain the value of your luxury shoes? I'm really curious. How do you keep the value up? I'm just curious. So anyway, let's have a conversation in the comments down below. Otherwise, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Till my next one, you guys take care and I'll see you there.